Hello, I'm Peter Whittle. So we now know the date of the general election. Many of us will be regarding the prospect of the upcoming campaign with despair and resignation. It is impossible, after all, to muster very much enthusiasm when faced with the evasions, the cliches and the record of betrayals presented to us by this exhausted, inadequate and frankly treacherous political class. A political class which simply does not care about the British people. One which is contemptuous of them. One which regularly prioritises the needs of others over them. And we will see this in action in the campaign over the coming weeks. Helped by their handmaidens in the broadcast media, the politicians will do everything in their power to avoid talking about the country-changing issues which matter to most people. The level of mass migration, which is weakening our economy and destroying our sense of national identity. The breakdown in the rule of law, which we see all around us. The indoctrination of our children in our schools. The growing reality of sectarianism and the boldness and influence of an ever-increasing Islam. And the fact that all of these concerns are not listened to. As I've said many times now, I believe the most important time politically will actually be after the election. What happens then is crucial. There will doubtless be a Labour government. My hope is that the Tories are wiped out. Only then can we hope to see perhaps the emergence of something new, a new party which actually loves this country and its people and which puts them first. A party or a movement which would put a complete halt to mass migration and which will stand up for our history, our culture and our future. I know that the New Culture Forum would be ready to play its part in such a party or movement. I know that I personally certainly would be. Over the past year, we in the NCF have been building a nationwide network of local groups made up of people from all walks of life who are united by one thing, their desperate concern for the future of Britain. I am proud of what is a movement in the making. In the meantime, we have published 10 pledges, which in the course of the coming weeks, we will be putting to candidates. We will be able to judge from this the true views and beliefs of those who want our votes. So, by way of closing, I will briefly state them here. Number one, there must be a permanent and complete end to mass immigration. And this must start with a total freeze on all further migration into the country. Two, the United Kingdom must withdraw from the European Convention of Human Rights and replace it with suitable legislation over which it is entirely sovereign. Three, the Equality Act of 2010 must be abolished. 4. The thorough, balanced history of Britain and its achievements must be taught to every pupil in every school to the age of 16. 5. It must be stated unequivocally that there is no blasphemy law in this country and that any attempt to establish one de facto will be actively prevented by the government. 6. The concepts in law of hate and harmful speech must be scrapped. 7. There must be a complete ban on the teaching as though it were fact of critical race theory, gender ideology and other associated ideologies in schools across the entire curriculum. All curriculum resources must be available to parents as a matter of right. 8. There must be a ban on compulsory attendance at diversity, equity and inclusion and unconscious bias sessions and any associated ideologically driven schemes. All and any government funding of these must end. 9. All institutions and quangos, including publicly funded broadcasters, which stray from their core purpose by prioritising ideology, must be challenged and, if necessary, lose their public funding. And 10. Those bodies which, instead of promoting Britain and caring for its history and heritage, actively undermine it, should be replaced by another one that does, or all public funding will be withdrawn. Thank you.